going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Madsen. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the right side. Running free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physical.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
To the air, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Running through contact. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a gap. It's Gaines. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He leaves it with his back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Riley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Madsen. A little release to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking for a crease, it's up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Red pass, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. On the option. Touchdown Sooners! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Number 24.
Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Builds a fumble. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Broncos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll move the tight end. He leaves it with the back. Inside the 25. Open field, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
On the run, it's Riley. Runs through a tackle. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Gaines. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
The Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Sherrod. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Flicks it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down and distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to beat him to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that is great third down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle, up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the first down.
And the Broncos will try to move the chains on fourth down. They'll try to sneak it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Riley. He breaks a tackle. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. Man, after that, they're probably glad that an incompletion is the worst thing that happened to them. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Picked big play.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's hot. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. To the air, it's Mateer. Working the middle, it's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the 3rd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
They want to throw it. He wants it all. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Boise State Broncos will take over. 1st and 10.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer. And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
There he goes. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the inside give. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
The Sooners send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Riley. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
looking for a man. It's Madsen. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Across the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Madsen. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
At the 22. 3rd down coming up.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3.
Boise State, 17.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your...
And that ball is live in the backfield. And the defense got it. Racing down the left side.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field.
Military stunt.
On the run, it's hot. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Running into the open space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Bully ball on 3rd and short.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Broncos are on the move. Quick handoff. Runs through the tackle. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
Back has it. Oh, he's going to pass it. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the...
He's got it. 1st down and more. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's open on the right. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the quarterback takes a knee. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.